Speaker, I rise today on behalf of the government to honour Transgender Day of Remembrance, a time when we remember transgender, non-binary, genderqueer and two-spirited individuals who lost their lives to anti-transgender violence. Speaker, in the summer of 2017, Allura Wells, a 27-year-old Black and Indigenous transgender woman, went missing here in Toronto. Months later, her body was found in a ravine. For weeks, she was only known as an unidentified woman. During that time, her father searched for her friends organized, and community members demanded to know why no one seemed to be looking for her. Her story should have filled headlines, but instead most Ontarians were hearing about a teaching assistant during a national debate about pronouns and gender ideology. The student was given a name, a face, a voice, and empathy. Allura was described as a body. This contrast reveals something profound about how we treat transgender people. Too often, trans lives are discussed as policy rather than full human stories of people who live, love, and contribute to their communities. Allura's death exposed real failures in how our systems treat missing persons, especially those experiencing homelessness or discrimination. But it also exposed how public narratives can erase people twice, once in life and once again in coverage. Although I never had the privilege of meeting Allura, her friends described her as funny, smart, and loved. She was part of Toronto's queer community and part of Ontario's story. Speaker, I mention her today because it was the death of Allura Wells that brought the urgency of this day into sharper focus here in Ontario. Her memorial was taking place only a few blocks away when the Trans Day of Remembrance Act was debated in this House in 2017. That act was supported by all parties of this House. It was a unanimous statement that hate has no place in the province and that every Ontarian deserves to live and deserves safety and dignity, no matter their gender identity or expression. And because of that, Ontario became the first jurisdiction in the world to officially recognize November 20th as Transgender Day of Remembrance. Ontario is home to a diverse and brave transgender community, trans men and women, non-binary and two-spirited individuals who enrich every corner of our province with their courage, their honesty, and their contributions to society. Their lives matter, their voices matter, and our work must reflect that truth. Speaker, I'm very happy to say that this House extended protections for gender identity and expression under our Human Rights Code and expanded anti-hate initiatives like the Anti-Hate Security and Prevention Grant, helping community organizations protect their spaces. Our schools uphold inclusive codes of conduct and equity frameworks that make every student feel safe and valued. But let us be honest. Laws and funding are the foundation, not the summit. True inclusion demands education, accountability, and everyday allyship. It's every Ontarian's responsibility to listen, to learn, and to lead with empathy. Allyship means stepping up when it's uncomfortable, not just when it's convenient. It means ensuring that our workplaces, our schools, and our communities are safe for everyone. Progress is never made in sweeping gestures alone. It's made in everyday moments of courage. Each of these moments helps build the kind of Ontario that this legislature, across all parties, aspires to protect. Speaker, when the Trans Day of Remembrance Act passed, its sponsor, MPP Sherry DeNova, said that she looked forward to a day that we would no longer need such a commemoration. The day when every parent's child could grow up to be safe, celebrated, and at peace with their own identity. That day is not quite here yet, Speaker, but every year through our actions, we can bring it closer. Today, as we honour the memory of all those lost to anti-transgender violence, we recommit ourselves to the unfinished work, to building a province where equality is not an aspiration, but a lived reality. So let us remember and let us continue. Let us ensure that remembrance becomes responsibility, that empathy becomes action, and that every Ontarian, regardless of gender identity or expression, can live, learn, love, and thrive without fear. Thank you, Speaker.